Welcome back, DePauw sports fans, to the first episode of Tiger Sports Nation for the semester. It's great to be back here in this TSN studio. I'm Callaway Bird.
And I'm Taylor Richardson. Even though we are just getting back, winter sports have been in full swing, starting off with women's basketball team.
That's right, Taylor. The Tigers, who are currently ranked 4th in the nation, faced off against conference foe Oberlin Saturday night. DePauw had won 14 straight going into the game and looked to keep the streak alive. However, after the first half, the Tigers found themselves trailing by 2. But behind Maya Shannon's 23 points, DePauw was able to outscore the Yeowomen by 12 in the second half to win 71-61. The winning streak moved to 15 as they take the court against Allegheny away from home on Friday.
Great job to them. The men were also at home against Oberlin on Saturday. They were also able to come away with a victory. Led by Nick Felke's 21 points, DePauw was able to complete the game against the Yeomen, outscoring them in both halves. The Tigers not only controlled the glass, but they even scored 14 more points in the paint and forced 14 total turnovers. The game ended 71-62, moving the men to 10-9 overall and 7-5 in conference play. They'll be at home against Hiram on Friday.
Going to men's tennis, they kicked off their spring season with a dual meet at the University of Indianapolis, the 12th ranked school in Division II. The Greyhounds were able to handle the Tigers, completing a 7-0 sweep. However, there are multiple highlights for the Tigers, with a few games requiring a 7th set. The men will be back in action on the road against 4th ranked UChicago.
DePauw swimming and diving is wrapping up their season, both men and women closing out the regular season 2 weeks ago against the University of Chicago. The women swam well against the 7th ranked team in the nation, collecting 7 total wins. Allie Talon was a part of both winning relays and also picked up the win in the 200 free. The meet ended with a narrow 127-118 loss for the women as they prepare for conference in 2 weeks.
The men also faced off against the Maroons, picking up 3 total wins. Ben Hilfinger was the star of the meet, winning both the 200 butterfly and the 100 free. Charlie Stewart Bates rounded out the win column as he finished first in the 500 free. DePauw lost 156-101, but looked to find momentum as they joined the women in 2 weeks for conference at Denison.
Track and field had their second meet of the year over the weekend as both teams traveled to Rose-Hulman. The women finished 5th out of 9 teams and collected 4 top 3 finishes. First-year Rachel Delancey finished 1st in the mile, followed by closely with Erica Marchant in the 3rd. Both Emily Wilson and Haley Thompson finished in 2nd in the high jump and 3,000 meter, respectively. They'll return to track this Friday night at home.
The men finished 7th out of 10 schools, but had a few good standouts in different events. Evan Mangus and Luke Stoker tied for 5th in high jump, and the Tigers collected the top 3 places in the 3,000 meters. Special shout out to my boys sophomore ZANE Williams, the winner of the 3K, finished in a time of 8:51, and even picked up the NCAC Distance Runner of the Week.
Thank you for tuning in and hope to see you again next week. Until then, roll Tigs. All right, we're good. You did really well.
Thanks, man.